My name is Sebastian Magir. I'm presenting one of the cross-Baltic cooperation platform, the South Baltic, of the Baltic Sea region, called Euroregion Baltic. And it's almost 20 years in operations, founded in 1998. And the presentation is about ERB. There was a request also to tackle some of the issues concerning the cultural differences, but I don't think we don't have much time to I will just try to start with the showing you how we work and who we are. Yes? So the Association of Polish Regions or Municipalities, Euroregion Baltic, is one of those members of the ERB, Euroregion Baltic, as a cross-Baltic cooperation platform. As you can see, there are 8 regions in the southeast and southwest of the Baltic Sea that comprise our cooperation structure. And that was 1998 when that was founded. So we currently have 9 organizations in ERB. So we have seven regions, including the Danish island of Bornholm, 2 Polish regions of Pomerania and Warmia Mazury,
represented by Association of Polish Communes,
and also the Association of Polish Communes there, and of course the Kaliningrad region, which is our partner from the beginning. Klaipėda, former Klaipėda County, now is the Association of Municipalities there. And the 3 regions of Sweden, including Kalmar and Kronoberg and Blekinge, of course. So that's how we've been working since the beginning with those organizations. The island of Bornholm is like paramount for us because it's like a stepping stone from one side of the Baltic to the other, and we have great people working there with us also. So ERB has been for many years working on bringing people together. Yes. So when we have this part of the cooperation now, we're working with very concrete measures, concrete issues connected to sustainable transportation, blue energy, green growth, and so on. That is partially thanks to those activities that started in the 90s between the people, right? When people from different countries met and started to work together. And Euroregion Baltic is one of that organizations that allow that to happen. And of course, being on the threshold of 20th anniversary, we are now trying to adapt to the new environment, trying to be more innovative, tackling all those issues that we did not work with before. Before that was mostly culture, youth cooperation, and those exchanges between people, small projects, seed money projects, and the association was very important in that respect, as it was one of those partners which allowed us as the Euroregion Baltic, especially to work with the Russian partners. So that was that at the beginning. Since 2010, we have been implementing the 2020 ERB agenda, which is designed to bring the Euroregion Baltic as one of those tools that allow and help the stakeholders to develop and implement cross-Baltic cooperation in the region. So we are working with the stakeholders on both regional level, because mostly we are regional governments in the Euroregion Baltic, but we also have associations of municipalities, currently 2 of them. So the Association of Polish Municipalities, Euroregion Baltic, based in Netherlands, Poland, with 40 municipalities. At
41.
41, this changes, we had more. Some of them sign up recently. And of course, the Association of Municipalities for Klaipėda region with 7 municipalities, all of them in the region. That's. And I listened to the presentations of EU office Skåne Nordost. Yeah, that's a bit similar. That we are the supporter of cross-border cooperation. We are working with EU funds a lot, and we are helping especially the smaller stakeholders, municipalities. Some of them very small, like 2,000 people, 1,000 people, to develop cross-border cooperation, to find partners, to engage them in different activities.
To join the networks.
Join networks and so on. We also help them develop projects, help to run them sometimes, yes. And our role is also to teach them, so they have this guiding principles and so on. We are also very much working with the South Baltic program. So South Baltic program, well, it's one of the most important tools for cross-border cooperation in the region, and both Euroregions We as Euroregion Baltic and Euroregion Pomerania, the other Euro region that is based in the South Baltic, south of the Baltic Sea, are members of the monitoring committee of the South Baltic program. So we have some influence on the program, where we try to always represent those with which are not on the regional level, trying to always take into account the voice of those smaller municipalities and NGOs. And me being there, also always trying to, well, where we have documents, for instance, and for those who are working with the South Baltic program, this famous or infamous SL 2014 reporting software, yes? We are trying to work with the program authorities to actually point to them that those stakeholders, they have also their points of view, and that should be taken into account. So, well, we try to see our role in that, is to bring those voices from the local level. We have the presidency in Euroregion Baltic, so each year it's a different region. And this year we have the Swedish presidency, and the Kalmar Regional Council, Kalmar County, Regionsförbundet, Kalmar Län, is the leader of ERB, and Ako Karlsson, who is with us today, is the president of ERB. So with each presidency we have a bit different priorities. And in this current perspective, Ako will talk more about the water issues and so on. But we have these 4 priorities. And one of them, the first I talked before, is the South Baltic program. We would like to tackle these issues that we have together, jointly identified through the program, and support the program in its current shape and develop it for the next program period. That is very important. Developing youth cooperation is one of these longest, I mean, it's like a heritage of ERB. We're always trying to help with work with youth, because we understand, and our politicians on the board understand that they are the future leaders. And they should know more about what is going on in the Baltic Sea. And of course the water questions, that is very important. We have the water core group, which is like an acting body designed to work on the issues of water management and other things connected to water, also clean environment and so on. But Ako will talk about it more. It's very important, and it's been one of those working groups that have been always active and has implemented projects, like the Moment project, for instance, in the previous perspective in South Baltic program, very important project. And of course, the preparation for the 20th anniversary is like this tricky thing that you always try to show other people that you have this anniversary. As you are not getting younger, but yeah, that's next year, coming up next year, and we'd like to mark it with a project, actually, a project that is designed for all the beneficiaries. And well, these are the projects that we are now working with, more or less, to different extent. Well, the Classical project is a youth project I will talk about later, but the project that we are focusing on is the project called Umbrella, a very important one. South Baltic Umbrella, we hope that it will be approved in this coming call for proposals in the South Baltic program. That is the essence of ERB cooperation, is to help these stakeholders from the local municipalities, smaller organizations, inexperienced actors, to run their own projects in the South Baltic program. So we, past perspective, we work with a project called Capacity Building Project, and based on those experiences, we launched this project jointly with all the partners from all around the South Baltic area. So we have partners in each country, where we will, if the project is approved, try to tackle those issues. I mean, because we identify that partners are still needing some assistance in developing their own projects, to develop their own cooperation structures, networks, and so on. So, and of course, there are more projects that there is no time to talk about, but there's most of them are in the South Baltic program, and some of them we are project partners. The youth project is about developing strategic youth policies and capacity building for that. It's very important. It's led by a Kalmar region. We are partners as ERB, as this association. We will try to bring this youth strategy to this cross-border level, because now it's mostly done on municipal level, regional level, national level, but it's difficult somehow to find a common ground to develop a youth strategy on the cross-border level. But we are working on that in this project. So we are hoping to have good results. This project also involves Russian partners through Swedish Institute funding. So we are also trying to combine different sources of funding to create those synergies that otherwise would not be really possible. Yeah, that's partly the result. We are cooperating with other organizations like UBC, which you know, BCCC as well, developing a discussion on the Baltic level about youth, and using the USBSR, the Baltic Strategy Fora, for this purpose. And we had a very successful seminar last year in Stockholm at the USBSR forum. And then this year we are going to have another one in Berlin, where we will talk about the tools, how to do it, how to actually put youngsters in the perspective that they will be able to influence the policy making on the regional, not only regional, strategic level of the Baltic Sea, and hopefully doing a project out of that with all those two organizations. Yeah, the South Baltic umbrella. I always struggle when I'm preparing my presentations to show a good depiction of umbrella. The umbrella, the term of it is like, you know, those fundings that allow smaller organizations to get funding from the bigger organizations, also umbrella funding. Unfortunately, in the South Baltic program, it's not possible to have the umbrella scheme, so we are not able to give money directly to small organizations. But we retain this name of the project because we will try to do it indirectly. So we will gather a lot of stakeholders in this project to help them develop their own straight cross-border cooperation ideas and initiatives. And we will support that through a different sets of tools designed to actually not only not only those tools that are available commonly, like matchmaking meetings, seminars, and so on, but also providing experts for developing the projects, organizing events for them, and so on and so on. So that is a very detailed and very ambitious project, because it's well, we work on that for a long time, but hopefully it will be approved. And if it is, then all of these stakeholders will be welcome to participate in it, and from all around the South Baltic area. Yeah, that is the South Baltic umbrella. The others, very important, Interconnect project led by Euroregion Baltic on developing solutions for improved cross-border transportation systems. Very important project with our partners, led by Blekinge. Of course, we are also working with youth. That is partly the way we do things, and try to learn, teach people, especially young people, students, what is cross-border cooperation, but in a very practical sense. I mean, people come here to the Secretariat of ERB, to Elbląg, and they learn how to actually implement, develop projects. So we are working with different structures, basically Erasmus+, but also this new initiative by the EU Commission, Interreg Volunteer Youth, called IVY, that will be helping youngsters to actually work with Interreg projects, and EVS, and also this Italian project for students. So we currently have an intern from Italy working at our office, learning practically what Interreg is, and hopefully maybe she will write a thesis about the Baltic Sea cooperation in Interreg. So that would be a huge, I think, for her. Yeah, yeah, the international cooperation, the ERB, is of course on our websites and multimedia, social media platforms, the way you can learn more about this. And yeah, hopefully there will be more information coming from us, and I'm really happy to be here today with you. Of course, Martin will say more about the association, but that's for me, and thank you. I hope we have a very good 2 days, and love to talk to you more about the details. Okay, thank you.